남규태방송 시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까. 오늘은 2023년 5월 16일 화요일입니다. 현재 시간은 오후 2시 33분입니다. 성경공부 496회 방송을 시작하겠습니다. 성경은 느헤미야 7장부터 영문으로 읽어보겠습니다. After the wall had been rebuilt and I had set the doors in place, the gatekeepers, the musicians, and the Levites were appointed. I put in charge of Jerusalem my brother Hanani, along with Hananiah, the commander of the citadel, because he was a man of integrity and feared God more than most people do. I said to them, the gates of Jerusalem are not to be opened until the sun is hot. While the gatekeepers are still on duty, have them shut the doors and bar them. Also appoint residents of Jerusalem as guards, some at their posts and some near their own houses. Now the city was large and spacious, but there were few people in it, and the houses had not yet been rebuilt. So my God put it into my heart to assemble the nobles, the officials, and the common people for registration by families. I found the genealogical record of those who had been the first to return. This is what I found written there. These are the people of the province who came from the captivity of the exiles, whom Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, had taken captive. They returned to Jerusalem and Judah, each to his own town, in company with Zerubbabel, Yoshua, Nehemiah, Azariah, Raamiah, Nahamani, Mordecai, Bilshan, Peras, Bigbai, Nehum, and Baana. The list of the men of Israel, the descendants of Paroshi of Shephatiah, of Era, of Pahas, Moab, through the line of Yeshua and Joab. The descendants of Paroshi 2,172, of Shephatiah 372, of Ara 652, of Pahas Moab through the line of Yeshua and Yoab 2,818 of Elam 1,254 of Jatu 845 of Japkai 760 of Binui 648 of Bebai 628 of Azgad 2,322 of Adonigam 667 of Bigbai 2,067 of Adin 655 of Ether through Hezekiah 98 of Hashum 328 of Bezai 324 of Herif 112 of of Gibeon 95 the men of Bethlehem and Netophah 188 of Anasots 128 of Beth Azamabeth 42 of Kirias Yarim Kephira and Beeros 743 of Rama and Giba 621 of Mingmash 122 of Bethel and Ai 123 of the other Nebo 52 of the other Elam 1,254 of Harim 320 of Jericho 345 of Rod Hadid and 721 of Senaa 3,930 the priests, the descendants of Yedaiah through the family of Yeshua 973 of Emer 1,042 of Peshur 1,247 of Harim 1,017 30 by the descendants of Yeshua through Kadmiel through the line of Hodabiah. The musician Hodabiah 74, the musicians, the descendants of Asaph 148, the gatekeepers, the descendants of Shalom, God, Heter, Telmon, Akub, Hetita, and Shobai 138, the temple servants, the descendants of Chiha, Hasupa, Taboos, Keros, Shia, Padon, Rebana, Hagaba, Salmai, Hanan, Gidel, Kahar, Dia, Rezin, Nekoda, Gazam, Uza, Pasea, Besai, 묘님, 네퓨심, 박북, 하쿠파, 하헐, 바스로스, 메히다, 하샤, 바코스, 시세라, 테마, 네시아, and Hatifa, the descendants of the servants of Solomon, the descendants of Sotai, Sopores, Perida, Yara, Duncan, Jidel, Shepatia, Hartil, Pokres, Hazebaim, and Ammon, the temple servants and the descendants of the servants of Solomon, 392. The following came from the towns of Tel Bera, Tel Harsha, Keru, Adon, and Immer, but they could not show that their families were descended from Israel. The descendants of Delai are Tobiah and Nekoda, 642, and from among the priests. The descendants of Hobaiah, Hakoz, and Bazirai, men who had married a daughter of Bazirai, the Gileadite, and was called by that name. These searched for their family records, but they could not find them, and so we are excluded from the priesthood as unclean. The governor therefore ordered them not to eat any of the most sacred food until there should be a priest ministering the Urim and Thummim. The whole company numbered 42,360 besides the 7,337 male and 4 male slaves, and they also had 245 male and 4 male singers. So there were 736 horses. 245 bulls, 435 camels, and 3,720 donkeys. Some of the heads of the families contributed to the work. The governor gave to the treasury 1,000 derricks of gold, 50 bulls, and 530 garments for priests. Some of the heads of the families gave to the treasury for the work to 20,000 derricks of gold and 2,200 minas of silver. The total given by the rest of the people was 20,000 derricks of gold, 2,000 minas of silver, and 67 garments for priests. The priests, the Levites, the gatekeepers, the musicians, and the temple servants, along with certain of the people and the rest of the Israelites settled in their own towns. When the seventh month came and the Israelites had settled in the towns, all the people came together as one in the square before the other gate. They told the Ezra, the teacher of the law, to bring out the book of the law of Moses, which the Lord had commanded for Israel. So on the first day of the seventh moon, once Ezra, the priest, brought the law before the assembly, which was made up of men and women and all who were able to understand it. He read it about from daybreak till moon as he faced the scale before the other gate in the presence of the men, woman, and others who could understand, and all the people listened attentively to the book of the law. Ezra, the teacher of the law, stood on a high wooden platform built for the occasion. Beside him on his right stood Matti, Shema, Ananiah, Uri, Hilkiah, and Maaseiah, and on his left were Petaiah, Mishael, Melchiah, Hashum, Hashibadana, Zechariah, and Meshullam. Ezra opened the book. All the people could see him because he was standing above them, and as he opened it, the people stood up. Ezra praised the Lord, the great God, and all the people lifted their hands and responded, Amen, Amen. Then they bowed down and worshipped the Lord with their faces to the ground. 30 Yeshua, Bani, Sher, Bia, Jamin, Akob, Shebetai, Hodiah, Maaseiah, Kelita, Azariah, Yozabed, Hanan, and Peraiah instructed the people in the law while the people were standing there. They read from the book of the law of God, making it clear and giving the meaning so that the people understood what was being read. The Nehemiah, the governor, Ezra, the priest and the teacher of the law, and the Levites who were instructing the people said to them all, this day is holy to the Lord your God. Do not mourn or weep. For the people had been weeping as they listened to the words of the law. Nehemiah said, go and enjoy choice food and sweet drinks, and send some to those who have nothing prepared. This day is holy to our Lord. Do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. The Levites calmed all the people, saying, be still, for this is a holy day, do not grieve. then all the people went away to eat and drink, to send portions of food and to celebrate with great joy, because they now understood the wonders that had been made known to them. On the second day of the month, the heads of all the families, along with the priests and the Levites, gathered around Ezra, the teacher, to give attention to the wonders of the law. They found written in the law, which the Lord had commanded through Moses, that the Israelites were to live in temporary shelters during the festival of the seventh month, and that they should proclaim this word and spread it throughout their towns and in Jerusalem. Go out into the hill country and bring back branches from olive and wild olive trees and from myrtle palms and shade trees to make temporary shelters, as it is written. So the people went out and brought back branches and built themselves temporary shelters on their own rich in their courtyards, in the courts of the house of God, and in the square by the other gate, and the one by the gate of Ephraim. The whole company that had returned from exile built temporary shelters and lived in them from the days of Joshua, son of Nun, until that day the Israelites had not celebrated it like this, and their joy was very great. Day after day, from the first day to the last, Sarah read from the book of the law of God. They celebrated the festival for 7 days, and on the 8th day, in accordance with the regulation, there was an assembly. On the 24th day of the same month, the Israelites gathered together, fasting and wearing sackcloths and putting dust on their heads. Those of Israelite descent had separated themselves from all foreigners. They stood in their places and confessed their sins and the sins of their ancestors. They stood where they were and leader from the book of the law of the Lord their God for a quarter of the day, and spent another quarter in confession and in worshiping the Lord their God. Standing on the stairs of the Levites were Yeshua, Benny, 카디미엘, 셰바니아, 부니, 셰올비아, 바니, and Kenani. They cried out with loud voices to the Lord their God. And the Levites device issue 카드미엘 다니 하샤 하샤 네야 세르비아 코리아 샤바니아 and Peter he said stand up and praise the Lord your God who is from everlasting to everlasting. Blessed be your glorious name and may it be exalted above all blessing and praise. You alone the Lord, you made the heavens, even the highest heavens, and all their starry host, the earth and all that it is on it, the seas and all that is in them. You give life to everything, and the multitudes of heaven worship you. You are the Lord God who chose Abraham and brought him out of Ur of the Chaldeans and named him Abraham. You found his heart faithful to you, and you made a covenant with him to give to his descendants the land of the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Perizzites, Jebusites, and Girgashites. You have kept your promise because you are righteous. You saw the suffering of our ancestors in Egypt. You heard their cry at the Red Sea. You sent signs and wonders against Pharaoh, against all his officers and all the people of his land. For you knew how arrogantly the Egyptians treated them. You made a name for yourself, which remains to this day. You divided the sea before them, so that they passed through it on dry ground. But you hurled their pursuers into the depths. Like a stone into mighty waters. Why did you let them with a pillar of a cloud and by night with a pillar of fire to give them right on the way they were to take? You came down on Mount Sinai. You spoke to them from heaven. You gave them regulations and laws that are just and right, and decrees and commanders that are good. You made known to them your holy Shabbats and gave them commands, decrees and laws through your servant Moses. In their hunger, you gave them bread from heaven, and in their thirst, you brought them water from the rock. You told them to go in and take possession of the land you had sworn with unlifted hand to give them. But our ancestors became arrogant and stiff-necked and they did not obey your commands. They refused to listen and failed to remember the miracles you performed among them. They because stiff-necked and in their rebellion appointed uh, either in order to return to their slavery, but you are forgiving, God gracious, and compassionate, slow to anger, and abounding in love. Therefore, you did not desert them, even when they cast for themselves an image of a calf and said, "This is your God who brought you up out of Egypt," on or when they committed awful blasphemy. Because of your great compassion, you did not abandon them in the wilderness. By the pillar of a cloud did not fail to guide them on their path, nor the pillar of fire by night to shine on the way we are to take. You gave your good spirit to instruct them. You did not withhold your manna from their mouths, and you gave them water for their sustenance. For 40 years you sustained them in the wilderness. They lacked nothing. Their clothes did not wear out, nor did their feet become swollen. You gave them kingdoms and nations allotting to them, even the remotest frontiers. They took over the country of Shihon, king of Heshbon, and the country of Og, king of Bashan. You made their children as numerous as the stars in the sky, and you brought them into the land that you told the parents to enter and possess. Their children went in and took possession of the land. You subdued before them the Canaanites who lived in the land. You gave the Canaanites into the land along with the kings and the peoples of the land to deal with them as they pleased. They captured fortified cities and fertile land. They took possession of houses filled with all kinds of good things were already dug vineyards, olive groves, and fruit trees in abundance. They ate to the full and were well nourished. They rebelled in your great goodness, but they were disobedient and rebelled against you. They turned their backs on your law. They killed your prophets who had warned them in order to turn them back to you. They committed awful blasphemy. So you delivered them into the hands of their enemies who oppressed them. But when they were oppressed, they cried out to you from heaven. You heard them, and in your great compassion, you gave them deliverers who rescued them from the hand of their enemies. But as soon as they were at last, they again did what was evil in your sight. Then you abandoned them to the land of their enemies, so that they ruled over them. And when they cried out to you again, you heard from heaven, and in your possession you delivered them time after time. You warned them in order to turn them back to your law. But they became arrogant and disobeyed your commands. They sinned against your ordinance of which you said, the person who obeys them will live by them. Stubbornly they turned their backs on you, became stiff-necked, and refused to listen. For many years you were patient with them. By your spirit you warned them through your prophets, yet they did not they paid no attention, so you gave them into the hands of the liberal peoples. But in your great mercy, you did not put an end to them or abandon them. For you are a gracious and merciful God. Now, therefore, our God, the great God, mighty and awesome, who keeps his covenant of love, do not let all this hardship seem trifling in your eyes. The hardship that has come on us, on our kings and leaders, on our priests and prophets, on our ancestors and all the people from the days of the kings of Assyria until today. In all that has happened to us, you have remained right. Also, you have acted peacefully while we acted wickedly. Our kings, our leaders, our priests, and our ancestors did not follow your law. They did not pay attention to your commands or the statutes you want them to keep, even while they were in their kingdom, enjoying your great goodness to them in the spacious and fertile land you gave them. They did not serve you or turn from their evil ways. See, we are slaves today, slaves in the land you gave our ancestors so they could eat fruit and the other good things in produces because of our sins. It's abundant harvest goes to the kings. You have placed our over us. They rule over our bodies and our catcher is the priest. We are in great distress. In view of all this, we are making a binding agreement, putting it in writing, and our leaders, our advisor, and our pressure are fixing their seals to it. Those who shield it will. Nehemiah, the governor, the son of Hakaliah, Sedekiah, Seraiah, Azariah, Jeremiah, Peshiver, Amariah, Molkiah, Hatushi, Shebaniah, 몰록, 하림, 메레모스, 아베디아, 다니엘, 기네선, 바로시, 메슈람, 아비야, 미야민, 마지아, 빌가이, and 셰마이아. These were the priests, the Levites, Yeshua, son of Azaniah, Binoi, of the sons of Henadad, Kadmiel, and their all associates, Shebaniah, Hodiah, Kerita, Pitaiah, Hanan, Mika, Rehob, Hashabiah, Zacher, Serebiah, Shebaniah, Hodiah, Bani, and Beninu. The leaders of the people, Paroshi, Pahas, Moab, Elam, Jatu, Bani, Buni, Ezgad, Bedai, Adoniah, Bigbai, Adin, Ether, Hezekiah, Azar, Hodiah, Hashum, Besai, Harif, Anasos, Nebai, Mekpiashi, Meshuram, Hezer, Mesesabel, Sadok, Yadua, Piratia, Hanan, Anaiah, Hoshia, Hananiah, Hashu, Haroheshi, Pilha, Shobek, Rihum, Hashabna, Maaseia, Ahia, Hanan, Anan, Maluk, Harim, and Bana. The rest of the people, priests, gatekeepers, musicians, temple servants, and all who separated themselves from the neighboring peoples for the sake of the law of God, together with their wives and all their sons and daughters who are able to understand. For did now join their fellow Israelites, the nobles, and bind themselves with a curse and on oath to follow the law of God given through Moses, the servant of God, and to obey carefully all the commands, regulations, and decrees of the Lord, our Lord. We promise not to give our daughters in marriage to the peoples around us, or take the daughters for our sons. When the neighboring peoples bring merchandise or going to sell on the surface, we will not buy from them on the Sabbath or on any holy day. Every servant's year we will forego working the land and will cancel all debt. We assume the responsibility for carrying out the commands to give a third shekel each year for the service of the house of our God. For the bread set out on the table for the regular grain offerings and burnt offerings for the offerings on the Sabbaths at the new moon feast and at the appointed festival festivals for the holy offerings, for sin offerings, to make atonement for Israel and for all the duties of the house of our God. We, the priests, the Levites, and the people have cast lots to determine when each of our families is to bring to the house of our God at set times each year contribution of wood to burn on the altar of the Lord our God, as it is written in the law. We also assume a responsibility for bringing to the house of the Lord each year the first fruits of our crops and of every fruit tree. It is also written in the law, we will bring the firstborn of our sons and of our cattle, of our holders, and of our flocks to the house of our God, to the priests ministering there. Moreover, we will bring to the store rooms of the house of our God to the priests the first of our grand meal, of our grain offerings, of the fruit of all our trees, and of our new wine and olive oil, and we will bring tithes of our crops to the Levites, for it is the Levites who collect the tithes in all the towns where we work. A priest descended from Aaron is to accompany the Levites when they received the tithes, and the Levites are to bring a tenth of the tithes up to the house of our God, to the storerooms of the treasury. The people of Israel, including the Levites, are to bring their contributions of grain, new wine, and olive oil to the storerooms, where the articles for the sanctuary and for the ministering priests, the gatekeepers, and the musicians are also kept. We will not neglect the house of our God. Now the leaders of the people settled in Jerusalem. The rest of the people cast lots to bring one out of every 10 of them to live in Jerusalem, the holy city, while the remaining nine were to stay in their own towns. The people commanded all who volunteered to live in Jerusalem. These are the provincial leaders who settled in Jerusalem. Now some Israelites, priests, Levites, temple servants, and descendants of Solomon's servants lived in the towns of Judah. It's on their own property in the various towns, while other people from both Judah and Benjamin lived in Jerusalem from the descendants of Judah. Asai, son of Hosea, the son of Zechariah, the son of Amariah, the son of Shephatiah, the son of Mahalalel, descendant of Perez, and Hosea, son of Baruch, and the son of Kor, Hosa, the son of Hazaiah, the son of Adaiah, the son of Joiarib, the son of Zechariah, descendant of Shelah, the descendant of Perez, who lived in Jerusalem, totaled 468 men of standing. From the descendants of Benjamin, Salu, son of Meshulam, the son of Jod, the son of Pitaiah, the son of Koraiah, the son of Amasiah, the son of Itaiel, the son of Jeshiah, and his followers, Gabai, and Sarai, 928 men. Yoel, son of Zikri, was their chief officer, and Judah, son of Noah, was over the new culture of the city. From the priest Yedaiah, the son of Yoiarib, Yakin, Serai, son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshulam, the son of Sadok, the son of Meraios, the son of Ahitub, the official in charge of the house of God, and their associates who carried on work for the temple, 822 men. Dai, son of Elohem, the son of Perariah, the son of Amzi, the son of Zechariah, the son of Peshiur, the son of Malchiah, and his associates who were heads of families, 242 men. Amashisai, son of Azarel, the son of Ahazai, the son of Meshilemos, the son of Immer, and his associates who were men of standing, 128. Their chief officer was Jabdiel, son of Hazedorim from the Levites, Shemaiah son of Hashub, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Bonni, Shabbetai, and Yojabed, two of the heads of the Levites, who had charge of the outside work of the house of God. Bethaniah, son of Micah, the son of Zabdi, the son of Asaph, the director who led in thanksgiving and prayer. Bebukiah, second among his associates, and Abda, son of Samuel, the son of Karel, the son of Yedu, son, the Levites in the Holy City, total the 284. The gatekeepers, Akub, Talmon, and their associates who kept watch at the gates, 172 men. The rest of the Israelites with the priests and the Levites were in all the towns of Judah, each on their ancestral property. The temple servants lived on the hill of Hill, and Shiha and Gishipa were in charge of them. The chief official of the Levites in Jerusalem was Uzi, son of Bani, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Methaniah, the son of Micah. Uzi was one of Asaph's descendants who were the musicians responsible for the service of the house of God. The musicians were under the king's orders, which regulated their daily activity. Pethahiah, son of Mesechabel, one of the descendants of Serah, son of Judah, was the king's agent in all affairs relating to the people. As for the villages, with their fields, some of the people of Judah lived in Kirias Arba and its surrounding settlements, in Dibon and its settlements, in Jacob, GL and its villages, in Yeshua, in Morada, in Beth Pitret, in Hazer, Shudor, in Beersheba and its settlements, in Shikrat, in Mekona and its settlements, in En-Rimmon, in Sora, in Yarmos, Sanoah, Adoram, and their villages, in Rachishi and its fields, and in Azekah and its settlements. So they are riding all the way from Beersheba to the valley of Hinnom. The descendants of the Benjaminites from Geba lived in Michmash, Aijah, Bethel and its settlements, in Anasos, Nob, and Ananiah, in Hazar, Lama, and Gittaim, in Hadid, Seboim, and Neboret, in Lord and honor and in Harashim. Some of the divisions of the tribes of Judah settled in Benjamin. These were the priests and the Levites who returned with Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, and with Yeshua, Seraiah, Jeremiah, Ezra, Emariah, Baruch, Hattushi, Shekaniah, Rehum, Beremos, Aitu, Gineson, Abia, Miyamin, Moadiah, Bilga, Shemaiah, Yoiarib, Yedaiah, Sharu, Amok, Hilkiah, and Yedaiah. These were the leaders of the priests and the associates in the days of Yeshua. The Levites were Yeshua, Binui, Kadmiel, Shealtiel, Judah, and also Mattaniah, who together with his associates was in charge of the songs of thanksgiving. Bechukiah and Uni, their associates, stood opposite them in the services. Joshua was the father of Joachim, the father of Eliashib, the father of Joiada, the father of Jonathan, and Jonathan, the father of Yadua. In the days of Joachim, these were the heads of the priestly families of Shiraiah's family, Meriah of Jeremiah's, Hananiah of Ezra's, Meshulam of Amariah's, Yehohanan of Maluk's, Jonathan of Shechaniah's, Yosef of Harim's, Adana of Mirmos, Helkai of Aduz, Zechariah of Ginesons, Meshulam of Abias, Shikri of Miniamins, and of Moadias, Piltai of Bilgas, Shammua of Shemaiahs, Yehonasan of Joiarib's, Metonai of Yeaias, Uzi of Sharuz, Karai of Amok's, Eber of Hilkiah's, Sapia of Yadaiah's, Netanel, the family heads of the Levites in the days of Eliashib, Joiada, Yohanan, and Yadua, as well as those of the priests were recorded in the region of Dani as the Persian, the family heads among the descendants of Levi up to the time of Yohanan, son of Eliashib, were recorded in the book of the Annals. And the leaders of the Levites were Hashabiah, Shealtiel, Yeshua, son of Kadmiel, and their associates who stood opposite them to give praise and thanksgiving. One section is responding to the other as prescribed by David, the man of God. 마타니아, 베쿠키아, 베디아, 메슈람, 탈몬, and Akub were gatekeepers who guarded the storerooms at the gates. They served in the days of Joachim, son of Joshua, the son of Yojadah, and in the days of Nehemiah, the governor, and of Ezra, the priest, the teacher of the law. At the dedication of the wall of Jerusalem, the reviewers sought from Yale. They arrived and were brought to Jerusalem to celebrate joyfully the dedication with songs of thanksgiving and with the music of cymbals, harps, and lyres. The musicians also were brought together from the region around Jerusalem, from the villages of the Neto, Saicha, from Beth Gilgal, and from the area of Geba and Azmaveth. For the musicians had built villages for themselves around Jerusalem. When the priests and the Levites had purified themselves ceremonially, they purified the people at the gates of the world. As the leaders of Judah go up on top of the wall, I also assigned 2 large chores to give thanks. One was to proceed on top of the wall to the right toward the dung gate. Hoshea and Harper, the leaders of Judah, followed them along with Azariah, Ezra, Meshulam, Judah, Benjamin, Shemaiah, Jeremiah, as well as some priests with trumpets, and also Zechariah, son of Jonathan, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Micaiah, the son of Sakur, the son of Asaph, and his associates, Shemaiah, Asrel, Mirarai, Gilarai, Ma'ai, Nathaniel, Judah, and Hanani, with the musicians' instruments prescribed by David, the man of God. Ezra, the teacher of the law, led the procession at the 14 gate. They continued directly up the steps of the city of David on the ascendant to the wall, and passed over the site of David's place to the other gate on the east. The second chore proceeded in the opposite direction. I followed them on top of the wall together with the harper. The people passed the tower of the opens to the broad wall over the gate of Ephraim. The Yehana gate, the Fishi gate, the tower of Ananiel and the tower of the 100 as far as the ship gate at the gate of the guard. They stopped. The two chores that gave thanks then took their places in the house of God. So did I, together with half of the officials, as well as the priest Eliakim, Maaseiah, Micaiah, Elioenai, Zechariah, and Hananiah with the trumpets, and also Maaseiah, Semaiah, Eleazar, Uzi, Yehohanan, Malkiah, Eram, and Ezra. The chorus sang under the direction of Gezerahia, and on the day offered greater sacrifices, rejoicing because God had given them greater joy. The woman and the children also rejoiced. The sound of rejoicing in Jerusalem could be heard far away. At that time, many are appointed to be in charge of the storerooms for the contributions, first fruits, and tithes from the fields around the towns. They were to bring into the storerooms the portions required by the law for the priests and the Levites. For Judah was pleased with the ministering priests and Levites. They performed the service of their God and the service of purification, as did also the musicians and gatekeepers, according to the commands of David and his son Solomon. For long ago, in the days of David and Asaph, there had been directors for the musicians and for the songs of praise and thanksgiving to God. So in the days of Zerubbabel and of Nehemiah, all Israel contributed the daily portions for the musicians and the gatekeepers. They also set aside the portion for the other Levites, and the Levites set aside the portion for the descendants of Aaron. On the day the book of Moses was read aloud in the hearing of the people, and there it was found written that no more night of Moabite should ever be admitted into the assembly of God, because they had not met the Israelites with food and water, but had hired Balaam to call a curse down on them. Our God, however, turned the curse into a blessing. When the people heard this law, they excluded from Israel who were of foreign descent. Before this, Eliashib, the priest, had been put in charge of the storerooms of the house of our God. He was closely associated with Tobiah, and he had provided him with large room for Molly used to store the grain plants and incense and temple articles and also the tithes of grain, new wine and olive oil prescribed for the Levites, musicians and gatekeepers, as well as the contributions for the priests. But while all this was going on, I was not in Jerusalem for in the 32nd year of Ardak Sasda, king of Babylon. I had returned to the king some time later. I asked him, his permission and came back to Jerusalem. Here I learned about the evil thing Eliashib had done in providing Tobiah a room in the culture of the house of God. I was greatly displeased and threw all Tobiah's household goods out of the room. I gave order to purify the rooms, and then I put back into them the equipment of the house of God, the grain plants and the incense. I also learned that the portions assigned to the Levites had not been given to them, and that all the Levites and the musicians responsible for the service had gone back to their own fields. So I rebuked the officials and asked them, why is the house of God neglected? Then I called them together and stationed them at their posts. Or you brought the size of green, new wine and olive oil into the store rooms. I put NEHEMIAH, the priest, Sadok, the scribe and Levite named Pedaiah in charge of the storerooms, and Hanan, son of Jakar, the son of Mattaniah, their assistant, because they were considered the trustworthy. They were made responsible for distributing the supply to their fellow laborers. Remember me for this, my God, and do not blot out what I also faithfully done for the house of my God and its services. In those days of people in Judah treating wine press on the Sabbath and bringing in grain and loading it on donkeys together with wine, grapes, pickles, and all other kinds of roads. And they were bringing all this into Jerusalem on the Sabbath. Therefore, I warned them against selling food on that day. People from Tyre who lived in Jerusalem were bringing in fish and all kinds of merchandise and selling them. In Jerusalem on the Sabbath to the people of Judah, I rebuked the nobles of Judah and said to them, "What is this wicked thing you are doing? Desecrating the Sabbath day. Didn't your ancestors do the same things? So that our God brought all these calamity on us and on this city. Now you are stirring more or less against Israel by desecrating the Sabbath. When evening shadows fell on the gates of Jerusalem before the Sabbath, I ordered the doors to be shut and not opened until the Sabbath was over. I stationed some of my own men at the gates so that no load could be brought in on the Sabbath day. Once all faced the merchants and sellers of all kinds of goods spent the night outside Jerusalem. But I warned them and said, "Why do not spend the night away the all? If you do this again, I will arrest you." From the time on, they no longer came on the Sabbath. Then I commanded the Levites to purify themselves and go and guard the gates in order to keep the Sabbath day holy. Remember me for this also, my God, and show mercy to me according to your great love. Moreover, in those days I saw men of Judah who had married a woman from Ashdod, Ammon, and Moab. Half of their children spoke the language of Ashdod, or the language of one of the other peoples, and they did not know how to speak the language of Judah. Rebuked them and called curses down on them. I beat some of the men and pulled out their hair. I made them take an oath in God's name and said, "You are not to give your daughters in marriage to their sons, nor are you to take the daughters in marriage for your sons or for your servants. Also, it not because of marriages like this that Solomon, king of Israel, sinned among the many nations. There was mocking at him. He was loved by his God, and God made him king over all Israel. But even he was led into sin by a foreign woman. Must we hear now that you two doing all this terrible wickedness and being unfaithful to our God by marrying foreign woman? One of the sons of Joiada, son of Eliashib, the high priest, was son-in-law to Sembared, the Horonite, and I drove him away from me. Remember them, my good, because they defiled the priestly office and the government of the priesthood and of the Levites. So I purified the priests and the Levites of everything foreign and assigned them duties each to his own task. I also made a provision for contributions of wood at designated times and for the first fruits. Remember me with favor, my God. 느헤미야를 13장까지 모두 읽어보았습니다. 성경공부 496회 방송을 여기서 종료하도록 하겠습니다. 주기도문 기도하고 방송을 끝내겠습니다. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we also have given our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. 아멘. 성경공부 496회 방송을 시청해 주신 분께 감사드리겠습니다. 다음 방송에서 계속해서 방송을 하겠습니다. 시청해 주신 분께 감사드립니다. 안녕히 계십시오.